Health IQ Podcast. A Healthy Start, how WIC supports breastfeeding, nutrition, and family growth.
Welcome back to Health IQ. Today we will be visiting about a program that helps women and children improve their overall health for a long time, most of their life if they get a good start. Our special guest today is Nutritionist Leah Blea. She's with the Women, Infant, and Children program here in Quay County, but this program is available nationwide.
Yes.
And our crew today is Bobby Hockaday and Joyce Runyon, and I am Brenda Bishop. So I thought we'd just start by telling everybody what WIC is, because we call it WIC, but it really has a longer name.
Yes. So it's actually the Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children. And so those are the people we serve, are women, infants, and children. So we always start with women. So it's our pregnant women, our women that have just had babies. So if they're not breastfeeding, we can help them up to 6 months. And if they are breastfeeding, we'll help them up to a year. And then with our infants, from birth to a year. And then after a year, they change categories to children. And then we service children ages 1 to 5.
1 to 5. And so you mentioned there about breastfeeding, and that is, of course, important for our infants' health. But do you all provide support for breastfeeding?
Yes. So we are definitely providing breastfeeding education along with the nutrition education that we provide to our clients. So it all starts whenever they walk into the door. We have our wonderful breastfeeding team at WIC. So I'm the first here as their nutritionist. I'm here to kind of start the breastfeeding conversation with them, give them nutrition guidance for pregnancy into breastfeeding. And then we have a few more tiers. So we have peer counselors that are women who have been on the WIC program before. And so they know what's going on in the office, and they're here to give some basic emotional support to those moms. And then if there's anything bigger than some basic support, we also have designated breastfeeding experts, which those are our certified lactation consultants within WIC.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, so lots of support.
I know. I struggled with that with my first child.
Yes, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and you need a lot of support. So on top of the family and friends and doctors' offices, we want to make sure that we get that support as well.
So you mentioned the ages and the women involved, but what are there other guidelines for being able to participate in WIC?
Yes. So definitely income guidelines. So we have an income guideline chart. And residential guidelines. We have to make sure that you're a resident of New Mexico. You also have to bring in some type of identification to be certified on the program. And then you have to have some kind of nutritional risk. And then I'm just going to back up a little bit to the income guidelines. So if you do meet the income guidelines, we can get you certified, but a lot of people don't know that if they are on programs like SNAP, Medicaid, TANF, or the FDPIR program, they're automatically eligible for WIC. And so we don't have to go through the income guideline process. They're already eligible for us.
Okay. And we do have a lot of people who qualify that way, but if I remember, things may have changed, but your guidelines are a little higher than their guidelines for those programs, that you can make a little bit more to be a part of WIC, but I'm not sure. So
I know the guidelines that we use is the 185% poverty guideline. I'm not 100% sure what Medicaid, SNAP, or TANF uses, but I just know that they're adjunctively eligible for our program if they're eligible for those.
Okay, cool. And so 185% means that you can make that much money above whatever the current poverty level is.
Yes.
And still be eligible.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit. We talked about breastfeeding support because I sort of jumped in there, but what are the other services? Because there's several that WIC offers.
So for every WIC appointment, we have to certify our clients. And so we do heights, weights, we check iron levels, We have health history assessments. We do nutrition counseling and education. We have nutrition education classes. So it's really a range of different things that they can receive through WIC.
Okay. And do you do like the iron on the baby and the mom? Or
So
just the baby?
depending on ages, we do irons on infants that are 9 months, 18 months, and then we do it every year after as long as it's in a healthy range. And then we do iron checks on women at every certification.
Because that's so important,
Yes.
especially if you're breastfeeding.
Yes, we need to make sure that we're getting that iron.
Yes. So if families want to enroll, or a mom wants to enroll her child, do they have to start as when they're pregnant, or is it when the baby's born, or can they start later?
So they can start whenever they want. They're more than welcome to come in the minute they find out they're pregnant. And then there's multiple ways that they can contact us to get on the program. So they're more than welcome to call us. Our phone number is 575-461-4904. And they can walk into our office at 310 South 2nd Street.
Okay. And they don't have to have a referral.
Nope, no referral. They can walk in as long as we can verify the income, residency, and identity. We're good to. We'll have an appointment scheduled, and we'll be good to get the ball rolling for them.
And I guess for some families, there might be a language issue. And how do you deal with those? Do you have? I assume you have someone who speaks Spanish.
Yes, that's a great question. So we definitely do get a lot of families that speak different languages. So we have lots of people within WIC in our region that help out with translation services. We have people in our office that help us translate. So we have lots of help with that.
Cool. And so the other thing I was thinking about is we have so many grandparents that are raising their infant children. Can they be part of WIC?
Oh, yeah, of course. So it's basically the same process. We go through the same kinds of channels, but we do need to see some kind of like guardianship paperwork. So they're more than welcome to give us a call and see what they would need, and they can bring in what they have and we can verify it. But as far as that goes, that paperwork's really the only thing that we need before we can get started on their appointments as well.
And the same would be for like a foster parent.
Yeah, yeah. We have CYFD walk their clients over to us sometimes.
Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. So we get a lot of support from CYFD as well.
Well, it's a great program because it provides so much support and training. So you mentioned classes and appointments. So how often are these, and how, what is the requirement for?
So like I mentioned earlier, we have different categories with WIC. So a child and a pregnant mom are going to have different types of appointments just based on their category. So we'll always start off with the certification. And then depending on their category, what they need during that year of certification kind of bases their appointments. So most of the time there's at least 1 or 2 education classes. Tucum Carey is currently working on getting their education in-person classes back up because after COVID, everything went online, and through nmwic.org, we have an awesome program that Texas WIC allows us to use, and it's their education online platform. So it kind of correlates to our app as well, and clients can do their online education, come in, it all kind of shows up on our system, and we can just verify that they've taken their class, and we load their benefits, and they're good to go.
So if they were not able to come in during office hours very often, they can get their education that way.
Yes, and it so they have from the time their appointment is set to the day of their appointment to do their class. They only have to do 1 at a time, and that makes them coming in to that next appointment that much faster.
So I guess one thing that we haven't mentioned, we talked about, support in classes, but you provide food.
Yes, we are a supplemental nutrition program for a reason. So the different types of things that we provide, again, are based on categories. So every different category is going to get a different food package. So I'm sure everybody has seen the WIC approved stickers at the grocery store, but those aren't for everybody on the program. So the things that we provide are like dairy or non-dairy options like milk, low lactose milk, soy milk. We do cheese and yogurt, dry cereals, eggs, whole grains, which is a whole range of bread, tortillas, corn tortillas, pasta, oatmeal, rice. We do juices. We do cash value benefits to purchase fresh, frozen, or canned fruits and vegetables. We do beans, dried or canned. And then we do baby foods as well, the formulas, the infant fruits and vegetables, and cereals.
Okay. So let's back up to some of those food items. And because you said dairy food and yogurts and, of course, the milk substitutes. But not every yogurt probably qualifies.
No. So again, depending on the category, is the different fat content of yogurt and milk. So all women and children over 2 years old receive low-fat or fat-free milk, which are the pink or purple lids. And so if they choose to receive yogurt on their food package, that yogurt is going to be the same fat content as their milk.
Okay.
And then children 12 to 23 months, which are 1-year-olds, they receive whole milk. And so their yogurt correlates the whole milk to the whole milk yogurt.
All right.
And we have food shopping guides that are brochures they're beautiful now. They've just redone them. And they go through all the different types of foods, all the different yogurts, has pictures, sizes, brands, everything you could think of.
And I think you even have like recipes.
Yes. So we don't have recipes in the shopping guide, but we have nmwic.org. That is a wonderful resource for nutrition education as well. We do give out recipes during the farmers market season, which is going on right now. And during some of our nutrition education classes, we do give out recipes as well.
Okay. I was just thinking I had seen a book at some conference I was at with some WIC approved recipes.
We did. I think we did get a book not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I'm remembering that did happen.
So, I mean, just some help in using those foods because sometimes we don't know how to use the foods where, like, maybe if you had a whole grain that you weren't didn't know how to use. So
because like the pastas, the whole grain pastas are a little different from the regular pastas, and so just and that's all part of our nutrition education and counseling is teaching these families just the importance and how to utilize them in their everyday life.
Right. So, is there anything we didn't remember to cover about WIC? I know I sort of got off track there, here and there, but...
No, is it okay if I talk a little bit about the Farmers Market Program?
Yes, definitely.
Right. It's the Farmers Market Nutrition Program for WIC and seniors. Mm-hmm. So, every season, we get like a certain amount of money through the funding that we receive, and we can provide funds to our clients to go purchase fresh fruits and vegetables at the farmers market every year. And that's a big thing, and everybody loves the farmers market. So,
and do those funds also qualify for, what is it, Double Up or?
No, so Double Up is different. So Double Up is SNAP. And so they'll use their SNAP benefits if they receive those. And then we have gone to like a card or an app, and they can either scan their card or the farmer can scan their app on their phone, and the money transfers like that.
Okay. So, yes, because I can remember way back when everybody would at the checkouts have the little checks, but now they all have cards.
Yes, it's all on a card or an app.
So that does make it a little easier.
Yeah, it makes a big difference because those checks used to be, I think, $5 each. So you had to spend $5 at every vendor you went to, and now you can spend up to a penny.
Yeah. Okay, and so what is the best part about your job
Oh, man.
and being the WIC
There's-
nutritionist?
There's a lot. I think just watching the families grow and just teaching them different things that they didn't already know. And as their families grow, you get to watch all the other children grow up. And it's just a really rewarding part of the job.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
And do you see your kids later on and they give you hugs?
Yes. I love when they're like, it's the WIC lady at the grocery store.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because they remember, and maybe
Yes.
they'll form some healthy habits that they take with them,
Yes, I hope
which
so.
is sort of the goal.
Yeah, definitely getting those healthy habits started in the home and then taking them later on down the road with them.
Is there anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I think this was a lot of information that we provided to.
Yes. WIC
about
is
the WIC
always a lot of information and not a lot of time.
But I think one thing we do need to do is go ahead and tell the camera where you're located and your phone number again.
Yes. So we're located at 310 South 2nd Street here in Tucumcari. And our phone number is 575-461-4904. And WIC is option number 2.
Thank you, because we may not have caught that earlier.
Yeah. Yes.
And we would like to thank you for coming and being part of our podcast.
Thank you so
and we're
much.
presenting you one of our Health IQ mugs.
Thank you.
I enjoy. It's a nice big tumbler. It's a tumbler, not a mug with and it does have a straw in it.
I'm going to use this because my last tumbler, the handle came off.
Oh, wow. Perfect timing.
Yes, perfect timing. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you. And thank you all for joining us today. Please come back next time as we will have another health topic of interest to you and your family.
Special thanks to our guest, Leah Blea, WIC Nutritionist 2 from the Quay County Public Health Office, and our host, Brenda Bishop, Quay County Health Council Coordinator.
Podcast crew, Director, Robert F. Hockaday. Producers, Robert F. Hockaday, Joyce Runyon. Camera Operator, Robert F. Hockaday. Second Assistant Operator, Joyce Runyon. Editor, Joyce Runyon. Music provided by David Morris. Funding for this podcast is provided by New Mexico Legislative Appropriation from Representative Jack Jackson. Brought to you by Quay County Health News. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Quay County Health. If you have content ideas, reach out to us at healthiqpodcast@gmail.com.
This podcast was created solely for educational and entertainment purposes. It is not intended as a substitute for advice from a healthcare or mental health professional.